Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official TikTok and Instagram, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Sag, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And at the end, I'll read from the book. And I'm very happy to debut a brand new deck on my channel, the Mindscapes Tarot by John Rice. If you've ever seen him on Instagram, I've just been following his trajectory with this deck, and I can't believe it's like finally here. And he drew all of these images himself with his own two hands, and they're so beautiful. And I don't know him personally, but I just really am proud when people's projects come to life. Like, that just makes me happy and gives me hope that my projects can come to life too. So actually I'm going to take one moment to, there's one candle that just went out for the Leo reading, so I want to light another one for you, Sag. So I always do readings with two candles to honor my twin flame connection. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Sag? Number one, which corresponds to the Magician card in the Major Arcana. Magician card talks about someone who has the power of all four suits of the tarot. The Master Manifester. So you could be in this really powerful place of manifestation right now with the Yang energy, divine masculine. Are you finding that you have a lot of energy or creative ideas burgeoning? You feel really motivated to travel, to meet new people, to express yourself, to create. That's what this energy is all about, to go out and do. Go out and do something with yourself and your time and your assets, whatever it is. I feel as though not only are you like putting that energy out into the world, but with the hands cupped like this, you're also receiving. You're in this state of receiving your manifestations and saying, thank you, Spirit. I accept. You know what this also reminds me of too? It kind of reminds me of one of the designs for the Olympics. Like, you know how they always have the Olympics and they have posters and graphic designs of that year, and everybody's so creative with how they come up with their logos and everything. For some reason, this reminds me of like the torch. Basically, the torch, lighting the way for yourself. Really motivated, Sag, really motivated at this time. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and at the end, card of advice from Spirit. This is for Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Yeah, I knew that card was going to come out. One more. 2 more came out. I'm going to take the other one as part of your overall energy, Ace of Tides. I mean, I wish this had come out in the upright, but here it is. Ace of Tides is Ace of Cups, because this could also remind me of a cup. I mean, like, so Ace of Cups is like the offering from spirit, but in the watery emotional realms. New love, new friendship, new creativity that speaks to the heart space. Right? That's what the Ace of Tides is all about. You got this card in reverse as part of your overall energy. So it feels like a little bit of, well, for some reason, these two cards feel like they're working against each other. I have to be honest. So what happens when we turn a cup over, everything spills out, right? And Spirit wants you to be careful at this time, because you are very creative right now. You do have a lot of they don't want you to lose your motivation for whatever project or endeavor or manifestation that you want to bring in. Don't lose your momentum with it out of some kind of fear that it will let you down or disappoint you or squelch something that you've been looking forward to, right? Because it's almost like the emotions are not in the upright. They're like debilitated. The emotional realm feels like it's not being embraced right now. And it's coming from spirit. So that's curious to me. It's kind of like, you know, I would ask you, just like as a friend, I would say to my friend who is in a situation like this, like, why are you doubting that you deserve it? Why are you doubting what it is that you're dreaming of, that it is that you want? You're worthy of it. The idea itself is worthy, right? Because this can be a dampener to this. This is what I feel. So Spirit just wants to caution you. When the loving energy comes in, when the support comes in, when the encouragement comes in, don't find reasons to find fault in those things or those people. Right? If you have like a friend saying, I think you're doing a great job and I really like your idea, just be like, it's okay. No, I don't know. Don't be like that. Just say, thank you. I'm excited about it. And I'm glad you're excited about it too. It's a whole change in perspective and a change in the way that you frame something for yourself. And we've all been there. Right? But I want to try and give you some like practical advice. Like I always like to give people something practical to work with. Like, yes, it's great that we have our spirit guides to help us, but like we exist on the earthly plane. So what can we do for ourselves in the earthly plane? Anytime something nice happens your way or comes your way, just say thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the words of affirmation and encouragement. I appreciate you opening this door so that I can step through and get one step closer to what it is I'm trying to manifest. I appreciate the lessons. I appreciate all of it. In the past energy, 3 of Stones in the reverse. I mean, this is exactly what I'm saying, but in the reverse, right? So 3 of Stones is all about collaboration and co-creation with spirit. That's what it's 3 of Pentacles. So it's like that could have been the crux of everything. The sense that you like had to be out on this island by yourself and not really knowing what you were going to do, but you knew that you had to kind of move forward, right? And here comes this is a really powerful card, the Emperor, number 4 of the Major Arcana, Aries energy. Power of all 4 kings of the tarot. I mean, divine masculine at its highest with the Emperor. So I was saying, oh, it makes sense that this card came out somewhere in your reading, because you're really in your divine masculine energy right now. Like I get it. Like I feel like that too. I'm Sagittarius rising, so like I feel it, right? Like I have a lot of energy to go out there and do stuff, but you know, sometimes these like thoughts creep in of just like, well, here I am kind of like building this path on my own. That's not entirely true. Sometimes it feels that way. And it's almost like your brain doesn't know the difference of whether or not it's true, or your brain thinks it's true. I mean, you're a powerful being, Sag. This doesn't just pop out for anybody. But are you working against yourself? This is in the past. Can I get a clarifier? Why is the Three of Stones in reverse? 4 cards, and I picked them all up, so here we are. 4 of Branches, or 4 of Wands. The Magician, number 1 of the major arcana, Gemini and Virgo energy. And the Page of Spires in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. 10 of Spires in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse. Very gray card. So overall, this energy is kind of telling me that you were looking to build. You are looking to build. It's in the past, but it still feels present for me in terms of your reading. Manifesting a firm foundation. 4 of Wands, the 11-11 card. Manifesting things that bear fruit, that make sense, that sustain us for the long term. Right? The Magician, power of all 4 suits of the tarot. Master manifestor, right? This is what we're trying to bring in for ourselves. Right? But there could have been some nagging and intrusive thoughts. For some reason, you see this hot air balloon kind of taking off. For some reason, this struck me as, with this statement, the grass is greener on the other side. Anytime that statement comes out, it's like, oh, it's better over there. Or you see something that somebody else has, and it's just like, oh, that looks better. So now I see like FOMO. I hear the fire trucks coming. Anytime I hear fire trucks or police cars, it's like, listen to this message, it's important. Right? It's like saying that there could have been something here, like with this heaviness, right? 10 of Spires, 10 of Swords, that's heavy anxiety and just like at the end of our rope here, at our wit's end, like really just not knowing where to go and how to traverse this rocky terrain. Right? And maybe there was an inkling of how we could get, maybe if we get into a hot air balloon, we can surpass all of this stuff. Right? Because 10 of Spires, the Page of Spires comes after the 10 in the tarot. So we go from this to this. It's like, oh, like there is actually a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I actually can somehow rise above, literally rise above this. There is a way. When all hope seemed lost, there is a way. Right? But these 2 cards are in the reverse for you, so it's kind of like saying that you didn't have to. It's almost like this is the road less traveled, because now Spirit's giving me that poem. Like it's almost like you don't want to bring in the harder path for yourself. You want something that feels fruitful and productive and easy. Right? Manifestation should not be something that we have to struggle against. If it's meant for us, it will be for us. And yes, we can work towards it. But if at every single point you are met with resistance, it's time to reflect on that and say, okay, why am I reaching all these roadblocks? Is it because of what's happening outside or what's happening inside? And if what's happening inside affects what's happening outside, then I have a lot of things to discuss with myself. Right? So again, it's like you got 4 cards of clarifier and 2 of them are working against the other 2, just like this. So I feel this push and pull energy with you. This is the past that I just was reading for. In the present energy, 5 of Branches in the reverse, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands in the upright, we can see here all these bare trees. They actually look singed. Like there could have been something that came through here, a storm or something else, we're not sure. You can see here, I didn't notice it before, I have gotten this card, but like this is an axe here, and some of these trees have been felled. I think that's the proper terminology, to fell a tree. I don't know why. Five of Wands talks about chaos and conflict and like working against ourselves. Precisely what I've been talking about. But in the present energy, I think there's this recognition on your part that like, okay, I have been working against myself and I really need to let go of it. It's irritating me. This is what I feel. I'm irritated by my own self with the fact that I'm swimming upstream when I know that there's an easier way. Page of Branches. So now finally some turning of the page. Page of Branches, Page of Wands. Taking that initial step towards something else, something different. Pages are curious. They take risks, small risks, but something that will get them onto a different path. And I feel as though that's what you're doing right now. Because whatever was happening in the past is just like, it wasn't helping in your flow. Like, you do have a lot of power. You do have a lot of influence. And so it could have been perplexing to you. So it's like, I do have a lot of power and influence. So why aren't things happening that I want to happen? I am in my yang energy. I know that I am, but why doesn't it feel fulfilling? Why doesn't it feel like it's going my way? So now you're saying, okay, let's just take a different approach. It could be a little scary, but at the same time, you know, it's like, I feel like this is like a tree house and we're looking down. And yeah, like it could be a little scary to climb down at first, but then, you know, you're in a tree and it's not that high. We can climb down. So let me get a clarifier for the present energy. Thank you, Spirit. 2 cards came out, another 5. 5 of Spires in reverse, Knight of Stones, Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So this card, 5 of Swords, can talk about chaos and conflict in terms of external sources, like wanting to win at all costs, like wanting to pick fights and be competitive, right? Like trying to get to the top of the mountain. Like, you know, it is reminding me of like mountain climbers that want to get to the top of Everest or whatever. And I mean, I don't understand why people do that. I mean, my cousin does it and I think he's crazy. I mean, I love him to death, but I think he's crazy. But there are some people that just like, they just need to reach the top. And it's just personal preference. It's a struggle that they get to. But in the 5 of Spires in the upright, it's like you'll climb over other people to do it. You got this card in reverse. In the present energy, you're not interested in competing with anybody else. This is purely your path, right? Knight of Stones, though, yes, it's your path, but I feel as though there's somebody, this is not your energy, this is someone else. There is someone coming towards you that is going to, yet again, offer you an opportunity to, you know, an opportunity with an open door. Knight of Pentacles energy is like what's happening in the real world. These are real world scenarios, or rather material world, 3D world scenarios that present you with an option, and present you with a choice. It's authentic. It's slow going, but it's authentic, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles in the upright is like a person that is true to their word. So there's somebody coming towards you that will have an opportunity where you will be really called to say thank you. Like it's something good. Can I get one more clarifier? What is it, Spirit? Ooh, gosh. A whole bunch of cards just spilled out everywhere. Let's just get one card, please, Spirit. One card. two, you're gonna have two options, two of spires or two of swords. So, Sag, for a fire sign, you're like really up in your head. I feel some confusion because here we are kind of a little bit like, I'm like, okay, this person, whoever this is like opening a door for you. It could be opportunity for a new job or for a chance to travel, or like there's some kind of offer. And then here you are just being like, I don't know what to do. Two of Swords, just like, we see the mountain in front of us. We could go left or we could go right. And just either way, it seems like a challenge. It seems really daunting. And I don't know what's on the other side of this mountain. And I just feel like stuck. I get it, Sag. I can't fault you for it. It feels like I'm hearing something in my mind right now where it's like, I have so much love to give. I have so much love to give. I have so much of myself to give to the world, to others. But how do I do it in such a way that doesn't come back to bite me, doesn't come back to hurt me? You know, because like, I've been in that space. I've been in that place and I don't want to go back there again. And it just seems like every time I think about it, I see mountains. I see mountains, and now Spirit is saying, don't make mountains out of molehills, right? That expression, don't make mountains out of molehills. Don't find problems where there are none to begin with. Don't create problems where there are none, right? How do you do that? Stay in a mindset of abundance and gratitude. It seems like, oh, it's as easy as that? Well, it starts with that for sure. Can you start with that? It's hard. I find it hard sometimes. I mean, I'm such a grateful person, but man, there are just some days where it just feels like I just want to crawl under the covers and just not see anybody. So you could be experiencing that right now. I always say, though, it's better to have choices than no choices. Left or right, there's still choices there. We end the reading with the Queen of Stones in the reverse and the Two of Tides in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups in the reverse. Wow, look at that card. That's beautiful. Two of Cups. The connection between you and your higher aspect. You and your soul. You and a divine partner. In the reverse. Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is abundant, beautiful, generous, living in an environment that is lush. In reverse. So, in the future potential, I think the key here to unlocking all of this abundance for yourself is to really come back into alignment with your intuition. What does your gut tell you? What does your heart tell you? Try to extricate yourself from your head and all those racing thoughts. Go with what feels right. Go into a place of meditation and talk to your higher self. You'll know when you do that, when you quiet the mind, things become clear. They really, really do. They really, really do. But it's a practice. Like meditation and sitting in a space of quietness, that is something you have to practice. It doesn't just come naturally. I mean, at least not for most people that I know. Can I get a card of advice from Spirit, please? One card of advice for Spirit for Sagittarius. For Sag. Ace of Branches. Ace of Wands. This is your energy. There is a brand new beginning, Sag. Spirit is saying when that beginning comes, when that inspiration hits, embrace it with both arms, open heart chakra. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this brand new beginning. The sky is the limit. Look at all that sky. The sky is the limit. Spirit is bringing this to you. All you have to do is keep your hands open to receive. And if there's somebody out there saying, I don't think that's for me, okay, then this is not your reading, because that new beginning is for the Sages that it's meant for. Like, it's happening. It's happening. Just believe it. I'm going to read from the book, number 1, Yang. Here come the sirens again. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. That's your reading, Sag. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Sag.